it's out of our control. It's not like he wants to kill. He just doesn't want to die. You know what I'm saying? It's that situation when we are living in a war zone. I feel like I can represent my generation so much because I honestly did not care whether I lived or died. But now I cannot die. I can't leave until this shit's straight. You know, I'm not suicidal. I can't go until y'all really know what time it is. And then after that, boom, it's all over. And we can see, how this shit fall. But that's how it is. And the reason being is because if I can't live free, if I can't live with the same respect as the next man, I don't want to be here. Because God has cursed me to see what life should be like.
All right. So today we're going to make this simple. We're talking about nuclear families. Is it important to have nuclear families or not? Typically, we don't see families together how they used to be. So I want to understand, should we care about nuclear families or not? There's nothing wrong with breaking up a family, or is there cons for breaking up a family? So let's look at some math, statistics, and data to figure this out. All right, so we're gonna go here. 45 single parent statistics you can't ignore. 2022 gender, race, and challenges. Now, we're not gonna read 45 of them, so you know where to find this information, but I want to highlight something. Let's go down to single parent statistics by race. Now, I just want to look at African Americans first. There are 4.14 million African American families with a single mother in the US. We're ahead of everybody. We're ahead of Hispanics, Asians, white, non-Hispanics. But that's single fathers, sorry. The first three are mothers. So white women have more single households than us, but also remember, we are the minority with about 14%, 19% of the population, if that. So we shouldn't be this close to them, considering we don't make up as much as them. But let's continue. And then down here it talks about the fathers. Of course, African American families with a single father household, we're barely competing in that repertoire. But Asians are lower than us, but that's because Asians aren't really the minorities here either, and also they don't split up as much. But then we get to go down to the challenges that single parents face. Let's read. Being a single parent poses challenges to a parent's resources to provide for a child. The cost of childcare and household expenses are borne alone by the parent, which can put a strain on a single parent's finances. Single parent statistics census shows that single parent families struggle with poverty, with single mothers being in a worse position than single fathers. It also certainly does not help that childcare costs are expensive. What is more, college trends also show that tuition fees are ballooning over the past few years. So let's go ahead. 3 in 5 poor children in the U.S., which is 60% of the children in the U.S., lived in families headed by unwedded mothers. 60% of us don't have married moms. There were over 400,000 families headed by unwed mothers that are classified as poor, right? So clearly, if it's not a nuclear household, it's 9 times out of 10 a struggle home. Families with children headed by unwed mothers have a poverty rate of 31%, while those headed by an unwedded father had a poverty rate of 15%. The lowest poverty rate is 5% for families headed by a married couple. Wow. So that means 31% when the women are the head of a poverty-led household. Right, 31% are headed by unwedded mothers, and then 15% are headed by unwedded fathers. And then the lowest poverty rate is 5% for families headed by a married couple. That's crazy. What the stats show, married couples can get out of poverty better than a single mother and a single father. A single father has a better chance of getting out of poverty than that single mother. But either way, being single, you have a greater chance of being in poverty than being married. Over 3.3 million single mothers in the U.S. living below the federal poverty level have never married. On the other hand, 1.9 million single mothers are divorced. Okay, poverty rate. But then let's keep going. I want to go to, and there's even effects on the COVID-19 pandemic, but I want to keep going, right? Household expenses, which we read, child health care have increased by 47% in the U.S., making it hard for single parents to work during the early months of the pandemic. The percentage of single parents who struggle to pay for food and housing utilities, 33%, has nearly doubled during the pandemic. So this is telling you all the struggles that the pandemic caused, right, to single parent households. 33% of single parents who struggle paying for food and housing. This is twice as many compared to pre-pandemic levels. So the pandemic definitely made it worse. But this is where I wanted to get to, right? Because they say it takes a village to take a child, but single parents... No, that's not what I'm looking for, sorry. I wanted to show y'all the references, so you can come check this out on your own, because this is fact checked. But then we come here, right, and we look at the positives, which less poverty, less prison, more college. What two parents mean for black and white children? We ain't right. So let's look at these statistics. Family structure and black child outcomes, right? We're going to read the charts. I know you can see these charts. Child poverty rate by child's race and family living arrangement. So living with two parents in first marriage, your poverty rate is 13%. Living with a step parent, 33%. Living with single parent, 46%. And the numbers are pretty similar, or not similar to us, but same with white people. If you got two parents in the home, the child poverty rate is at 5%. If you have a step parent in the home, it goes up to 13%. If you're a single parent, it goes up to 33%. Okay, let's go on to the next one. College and prison for black young adults by family structure. Growing up with two biological parents in the home, 28% graduated from college, 19% graduated with a step parent, and single parent, only 15%. Right? Ever been incarcerated? Only 8% go to jail when they have both parents in the home, and 14% with step parents, 14% with single parents. So it seems like a nuclear family so far can help me go to college, stay out of jail, and help me get out of the child poverty rate. All right, let's go on to college and prison for young black men and women by family structure. Growing up with two bio parents, right? Graduated from college, young black men, when they growing up with two parents in the household, 21% can graduate from college. When it's a step parent or single parent, it drops drastically to 12%. Ever been incarcerated? Young black men, 14% when they have two parents in the household, but when it's a step parent, we go to jail at a 26% rate. That's more than with a single parent. Because, we don't care about stepdad, boy. You ain't dad, boy. Get up out of here. You ain't my daddy. You're not my dad, boy. What are you talking about, boy? On me. That's how they be feeling. That's crazy. So then you go down to the young black women. Look at our black women graduated from college, 36%. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, when they got two biological parents, black women are excelling. Then you go down to with a step parent, they go to 25%, and then when a single parent, it goes to 18%. So what this graph is showing me is I, as a young black man or as a young black woman, would have a better chance of staying out of jail again and also going to college. And even for black women, let's see, because black women don't go to jail, period. We already acknowledged they go to jail about what, 1%. So right, I mean, their numbers is going to be low. Growing up with two biological parents, 2% go to jail, 1% without step parent. I mean, their numbers are so low, man. Like, they don't go to jail, period. So then we go to white people, right? Because we don't want to leave them out as well. All white young adults graduated from college at a 47% rate with two-parent households. A step parent drops that to 18%. Single parent household drops that to 23, or ups it, but it still drops from 47 to 23%. They don't go to jail with two parents in the household, but without it, that increases. Young white men, 41% of white men with two-parent households graduate from college. It drops when stepdads come in or step families come in, stepmothers come into the play. It drops to 14% graduating from college, but then as a single parent, 18%. And I think that the single parent helps them out a little more because, you know, you want to do more for your single parent. You see them struggling. It does give you a little extra push to say, you know what, I'm gonna get this done. And of course, young white men, 8% are going to jail with both parents. And when there is a step parent or a single parent in the household, white people are going to jail way more at an 18% rate. Then we go to white women. Young white women graduate from college at a 53% rate when they got both parents in the household. That's extremely good. Then they graduate at a 22% rate when a step parent is in the home. And then from a 28, they don't graduate. They graduate at a 28% rate when a single parent is in the home. Again, white women, they go to jail a little more than black women, yeah, but they're not really going to jail regardless. So when I look at these graphs and these statistics, right, it clearly backs up the statement of what? Nuclear families are needed. It shows that we as a nation strive better. We can achieve more. We are less in poverty. We are going to school more. We are staying out of jail more when we have both parents in the home. It seems to be undeniably the answer that nuclear families are important. They are extremely important. There are negative effects that can happen to a child from not knowing their mother or not knowing their father, psychological things that they go through, or feelings of feeling unwanted, unneeded, being left, being abandoned. These things can take your focus away from school, make you not motivated, make you not want to go to school, make you not feel loved, make you not feel like you need to achieve your mission in life or to keep going forward because you feel abandoned. That's how people feel when they grow up in single parent households. So, you know, looking at these statistics, man, I think we need to push nuclear families more than ever. Not up, it didn't work out, go on to the next. No, get married and stay married because it will help us as a whole and as a society. So I hope that this helps somebody. I hope that this motivates somebody. You know, if you're in a marriage or in a relationship, if you have a child, if you are, you know, thinking about splitting up, if you are split up, if it's fixable, please fix it. It's not for you, it's for your child. Your child will have a better chance at succeeding in this world if you stay with the person you birthed or made that child with. So we'll catch you on the next video, and thank you for your